Hello, everybody. Welcome back to IntyCenter for another whip around FODEUSS. We got a lot of action to cover this week, so we're going to jump right into it now. It took some extra innings, but Scythia of Oostenard remained unbeaten at 8-0. They would actually get to 9-0 before dropping their first game of the season. But talking about this first one, they get to 8-0. How? Well, the Demon Bags rally for three in the eighth. It's tied at four. But in the 11th, a leadoff triple from Earl Averill eventually gets cashed in on an RBI ground out from Roy Parnell. Demon Bags go down in order in the bottom of the inning, and the Scythie win that one. Now, that actually wasn't the most dramatic late inning game on April 10th. That would come as Reseda visits the That would come as Reseda visits the Windy City. Up 2-1 in the ninth, Mariano Rivera would relieve Tom Glavine, but a two-out, two-run single from the best last name in baseball, Mookie Betts. That puts the Free Fallers ahead 3-2. A Carlton Fisk homer, though, happens on the first batter reliever John Franco faces. A pinch hit walk-off homer with two outs is the last batter Franco faces. Let's Play 2 is going to take that one 4-2. Game of Throws, Atlanta Anime, they pick up where that game left off the next day as their series gets underway. Throws were up 7-4, but the Anime rallied for three when Rogers Hornsby got a one-out single. Now, it could have been more, but Joe Torre hit into the inning-ending double play right after Hornsby got that RBI single to tie it up. In the bottom of the eighth, it was the pinch-hitting Frank home run Baker, finally restored, finally with the team. On the first pitch he sees all season, pinch hit homer, puts the throws back in front. Andrew Miller then needs just 6 pitches in the ninth, and the throws get that win. Then we'll shift our attention to the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome. Vita Blue goes 8 innings, gives up 1 run on 4 hits. He takes a no decision. Ray Brown goes 7 innings, gives up 1 run on 6 hits, and he takes a no decision. For that one, we'll pick up action in the 10th inning. Game's tied at 1. Kai Kyler, he leads off the 10th with a home run to put Amazings on top. On comes Eric Gagne for the bottom of the 10th, and it's a pinch hit, 1-out homer from Harmon Killebrew that ties it back up at 2. Let's take it all the way to the 13th. A 1-out RBI single from Bill Terry puts Amazings up 3-2. A 2-out, bases loaded walk by Harry Howland makes it 4-2. Go to the bottom of that inning. Ron Santo with a 2-out double puts the tying runs on second and third. But Richie Ashburn, he grounds out to first, and Amazings hang on for that 4-2 win. New York State Mound and Performance Enhancers, they get on the drama in the second game of their series. This time it's a 3-run homer by Jimmy Collins on the second pitch that Hideo Nomo throws in relief. That sparks a 4-run 8th inning that turns a 7-3 game into a 7-7 tie. Bottom of the ninth, though, New York State of Mind, they find their own 3-run homer. This one's a walk-off from Judd Wilson. They'll win that one 10-7. Hey, let's switch gears, talk about some dominant pitching real quick, because Grover Pete Alexander, he had one for the ages in the first half of a doubleheader between the All-Seeing Angels and the Everett City Bandwagoners. A 2-hit shutout, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Babe Ruth, Joe Medwick, they each homer, and the All-Seeing ones rout the Bandwagoners 8-0. The Bandwagoners would rough up Bob Feller in the second half of that doubleheader, but we're not going to talk about that one because in this house, we respect Bob Feller. But hey, we are going to stick with dominance on the mound and talk about some more of that. And hey, let's talk about Clayton Kershaw. He tosses a 4-hit shutout. His Surfers win the game 4-0 over Game of Throws. But look, Kershaw, he's pitched in 3 games. He's got 3 complete game victories. He's 3-0 with a 1.00 ERA and a 4.29 ERA plus. That's an ace if I've ever seen one. I'm not sure if we talked about him enough leading up into the season. Hey, let's get back into some drama, though. Jolly Roger and the Anime were tied at 1 entering the 8th. They each score a run in the 8th. They each score a run in the 10th. Finally, in the 12th inning, an Albert Pujols two-run homer is followed by 0 on the scoreboard. Jolly Roger will win that one 5-3. Hey, the pinch hitting Sam Thompson helped Cynthia Vostenard turn a 4-1 deficit into a 5-4 lead. His 3-run pinch hit homer comes right after a Joe Kelly RBI single. That's going to put Cynthia up 5-4, but not so fast, my friend. In the 9th, Ross Barnes gets a 2-out RBI single that brings in Bill Donlin. We're tied back up. But in the bottom of the inning, it's the old battle droid, Roger Connor, Roger, pinch hit, walk-off 2-run homer. Scythie win that one 7-5. Then, one more for that same day, Albuquerque up 6-3 in the 9th. A 2-run homer from Billy Hamilton is followed by Frank Grant making that back-to-back jacks. We're tied up at 6. This one also goes to extras. This one also has a walk-off. This time it's Miguel Cabrera sending one 397 feet to lead off the 11th inning. That's a 7-6 win for Albuquerque. Hey, Lou Boudreau and the Demon Bags, let's just put it honestly here. They kicked the crap out of Steven Strasburg and brand new ball players. Boudreau had 3 extra base hits, 2 homers and a double. Demon Bags got 15 hits and they won that one 11-0. We'll go to the last day of games for this week. And hey, it was a nice day on the scoreboard for both Anime and the Enhancers. Lou Brock had 3 hits. George Kell drove in 3 runs for Atlanta. That doomed Jolly Roger to be a 6-9 loser in that finale. Similarly, it was 3 hits each from Jocko Milligan and Jim Edmonds for the Enhancers. Milligan drove in 3 runs, produces the same final score, and ECB is sent to the 6-9 loss there. That's going to do it this week for IntyCenter. We'll see you next time for another whip around. FODEUSS.